I'm Mike Hackard with Hackard Law. If you own a business, the question of succession eventually arrives. Sometimes it emerges quietly while reviewing your financials during a moment of reflection or as you start thinking about retirement. Other times it arrives suddenly after a health concern, the unexpected loss of a partner, or a family conversation that makes it clear your children may not want to take over. However it shows up, one question follows. Do I need a business succession planning lawyer? Now, if you're asking the question, there's usually a reason. A succession planning lawyer helps structure the legal, financial, and operational steps needed to transfer your business, whether that transfer happens in a planned retirement, a phased transition, a sale, or during an unexpected event. Their work goes far beyond drafting documents. It's about protecting the business you've built, the people who depend on it, and the legacy you want to leave. One of the clearest signs that you need guidance is when your business represents a major part of your personal wealth. For many owners, the company is the estate. If 60 to 80% of your net worth is tied up in the business, thoughtful planning is essential. Without it, families may face tax burdens, uncertainty, or even forced sales. A lawyer helps structure ownership, anticipate taxes, and create liquidity so your heirs aren't left scrambling. Succession planning also becomes critical in partnerships or multi-owner businesses. A handshake agreement isn't enough to address what happens if a partner exits, passes away, or faces personal circumstances like divorce that impact their ownership stake. A buy-sell agreement, drafted or updated by a lawyer, provides clarity on valuation, transfers, and future rights. It prevents surprises and protects both the business and the families connected to it. Family involvement is another important factor. Family businesses carry opportunity and complexity. Some children may work in the company, others may not. Roles, expectations, and compensation can become emotional topics. Without structure, misunderstandings grow, and conflict becomes more likely. A succession lawyer helps navigate these dynamics, ensure fairness, and create trusts or entities that manage ownership without upsetting family relationships. Planning also becomes urgent after a health scare, your own or someone close to you. Illness or injury can instantly change a business's stability. Planning in advance allows you to appoint decision makers, establish backup leadership, and protect operations in the event of incapacity. Planning after a crisis limits your options. Planning before it provides control. Retirement, whether tomorrow or a decade away, is another sign that it's time to start succession discussions. Stepping back from ownership is not only a financial transition, but an operational and emotional one. A lawyer helps you design a phased exit, prepare future leaders, and structure compensation or buyouts. The goal is to keep the company strong and avoid sudden changes that unsettle employees, customers, or vendors. If you're thinking about selling your business in the next 5 to 10 years, a succession planning lawyer becomes a strategic partner. Sales require preparation. A company with clean legal records, updated operating agreements, protected intellectual property, and well-structured ownership is more attractive to buyers and often commands a higher price. A lawyer helps you prepare long before negotiations begin. Outdated agreements also signal that it's time for a review. Operating agreements, shareholder documents, and entity structures evolve over time. If your documents haven't been updated in a decade or more, they may not reflect current laws, business realities, or family circumstances. A legal review identifies gaps, removes outdated terms, and aligns your documents with today's business. One area often overlooked is communication with employees. When owners consider stepping back, key employees naturally wonder about their future. A thoughtful communication plan reassures your team and prevents turnover. Lawyers help time these conversations and can structure retention agreements, such as stay bonuses or long-term incentive plans that support continuity. Succession planning also involves an emotional component. For many owners, the business reflects decades of work, pride, and identity. Stepping back can feel uncomfortable. A good lawyer recognizes this human aspect. They guide transitions in stages, help define ongoing roles, and build frameworks that allow you to remain involved meaningfully and appropriately. When succession planning is done well, everyone benefits. I've seen businesses transition smoothly because the owner took the time to plan, and I've seen others face uncertainty simply because planning was delayed. A well-executed plan preserves the business, protects the family, and provides stability for employees and customers. In the end, succession planning isn't just about law, it's about stewardship, protecting what you've built and preparing it for the next generation. If you're thinking about the future of your business, a conversation with a succession planning lawyer can give you the clarity and direction you need. I'm Mike Hackard. Thanks for watching.